Excuse me, what is up? What is up? It is Monday. What is up? How's it going, Orville? I feel like I'm having some popcorn now. Hey, what is up? It's Monday. We're chilling here. Chilling. Hey, what is up, Josh? Hope you're chilling. Hope you're doing good during the quarantine. Remember, stay home. Stay home. You know, gotta flatten the curve. Gotta do what it takes. So hospitals don't get overrun with a lot of people. Doctors are there for us, so we should stay home for them. But what is up? What is up? What is up, Silver Air Wolf Ranger? That's a nice name. The Silver Wolf Air Ranger. Silver Air Wolf Ranger, nice. That's got a nice ring to it. The Silver Air, the Air Wolf Rangers, or the Air Wolf Ranger Silver. It's got a nice ring to it. Well, I know you still go to work, Joshua. I know you still work. Hey, but I'm sure you're taking your hand sanitizer with you, not touching your face, taking care of yourself. Keep practicing some good hygiene. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Me, I stay home the majority of my time because I am a homebody. I've always been a homebody, and I will always be a homebody, even if the miracle ever happens that I get married. I don't know. Wonder if that miracle will ever happen. What unlucky lady will be chained to my life? But I hope everybody has had a pretty good weekend, at least. I know we're staying home. We're not going out and doing stuff, but you gotta be safe. You gotta be safe, and that's what's important. Because I want every single one of you guys to be in the best of health. Got to be in the best of health. Me, I'm doing fine. I'm perfect. Worked on the thing you see right here. This is not the actual model. This is just an image. This is the image I was using on the thing, because I've still got to figure out how to render stuff to look like textured metal and stuff like that. I don't know how to do that. I just know how to make standard normal colors. So that's all I need to do. But I was thinking a little while ago, before I was gonna live stream, I was thinking a little while, why don't I do live streams where I ask you guys, what do you want me to try to model during a live stream? You make a suggestion. If you tell me where I can find the reference image, mostly a front image and a side image that I can work with, and then I could just download that image, put it into Blender, and try to model it, shape it up. Like I said, I'm not perfect at this. I'm not perfect. It takes me a while. I'm not perfect. I'm sure there are more people, a lot of more people that are more experienced than me. But I try my best. I actually tagged Jason David Frank on an Instagram post that I of this model in the works. He actually put a like on it, and then he shared it on his storyline on his Instagram. So that was a good thing, that he saw it and he liked it enough that he shared it. So when I have time, I'm gonna watch some more Z Ranger. Yeah, nice, cool. I haven't watched anything Power Rangers lately. I've been mostly watching Comic Book Men. I've been binge watching Comic Book Men lately. I was still watching it before I went live. And I was talking to my mom a little while ago. She's like, oh, Man versus Food is on. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that show, Man versus Food, where the guy tries to, eat all these different places and stuff like that. And sometimes he'll do a challenge where the spiciest dish, the biggest dish, and stuff like that. and she's like watching this. She's watching the ending of one of the episodes, and I see him with this plate, and it looks like it's just like a potato dish. It looks like a potato, just like a potato dish, but it's tater tots, it's cheese, it's salsa, it's jalapenos, it's chicken, and whatever else. And I told my mom literally. I saw that plate, and I told my mom, hell to the no, am I gonna eat that? I would never try. I wouldn't even attempt, because for three reasons. And I said this: my throat would hate me, my chest would hate me, and my ass would hate me. Because one, my throat would hate me because I'd be burping up like acid reflux. My chest would hate me because I would have heartburn. And my ass would hate me because it'd be on fire from the jalapenos. I'd be pooping like jalapeno poppers. So, so yeah, like, okay, whew, flame on. The monsters are fighting people that smelled like teenagers. Oh my God, Orville, you don't get you never get tired of that. Hey, what up, Slifer Slacker? What is up? So yeah, you know, it's like I gotta for those of you who do not follow me on social media, for you guys who don't follow me on Instagram, who don't follow me on Twitter, who don't follow me on Facebook or Instagram, which you should be following me because that's where I post a lot of pictures of what I'm working on, what I've done, you know, the progress reports on everything, minority reports. So I post a lot of stuff. So I was posting photos of this. You would bring an all new definition to Human Torch from that dish. You are not kidding, and when that brings new meaning to the word flame on, and not in the best way. And if you got a girlfriend, whoo, or a wife, it's either breakup or divorce right there. Or in fact, if any of you guys remember the movie A Haunted House, let me see if I can find the sound clip. Hold on one second, because I know I won't get in trouble for a sound clip because it's not music. So it's not music. So let me see if I can find it here. Let's see here. I was watching it on TikTok, and it was funny. So let me see. Let's see.
Up your ass and die. Really? The moving head to this shit. It's alive.
One of my favorite things. Hey, what is up, Joker? What is up? Where's Batman? Oh, crap. I gotta... He's about to go into something else. Hold on.
Bathroom humor might be lowbrow, gross.
Okay. Forgot to pause that. My bad. Forgot to pause that thing. Breakup, divorce, or she is sick and has a stuffed up nose. I don't think any stuffed up nose would suffice in being able not to smell nothing. Because there's always that little bit, and also the minute she blows her nose, she'll get that like openness of it, and like oh, what crawled up to you and died? Oh, you got a quick blender question. Hit me with your question. Hit me with your best shot. Come on and hit me with your best shots. All right, what's up? What is the question? What's the blender question? Hopefully I can answer it. Ooh, look, it's more yellow. It's a visor. It's a visor. Look at that. Are you guys curious about what's been going on with the model? Are you guys curious? Do you guys want to see what I've been up to? Because I know I said I was gonna work on it during the stream, but since I didn't stream for the past 2 days, you know, I just was working on it for the past 2 days, and I actually finished working on it today. So, yeah, press number 1, click 1 if you want to see what this thing looked like. As well as smash the like button. Smash the like button if you want to see it, you know. If you don't want to see it, if you don't smash the like button, I'm not going to post it at all. I'm not going to show it to you. Because that ain't fair, you know. Likes are the key for you guys to see everything. You know, if you want to see, you got to press the thumbs up. We got a 1, a 1, and a 1. I think that's everybody we have in here, because I know that it's the Nightbot also, and let's see, Joker, Joshua, Orville. Okay, I know there's somebody who hasn't hit the like button. Come on, I'm waiting for the like button being pressed. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4 people here. So, you know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. We have to smash the like button. Okay, we got the likes. All right, so 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right, so with it, I'll show you what I did. Ta-da! Ta-da! There it is. No, I'm just kidding. Here it is. Here is the white dragon helmet. Almost like a dead ringer. Like, the angle is a little off from the other image, but you get the gist. But yeah, look at that. Tell me that does not look nice. Gavin, what is up, Gavin? So there we go. We have the white dragon helmet for Legend of the White Dragon movie. Joker, I hope I explained this well. So I put some indents on the model. Okay, so I put some indents on the model I'm making, and the indent is square, and whenever I turn up the submission surface to 6, the square indents look like, well, I think it's because you have to harden the edges of the square, so it doesn't get rounded off. So, in fact, I will give you a prime example. Okay, watch this. Okay, you see this section right here, how it's nice, it's rounded off. You see how that's rounded off right there? Alright. So we have this completely rounded off. But if I take off the subdivision to 0, it's square. And I'm going to show you something. Let's see. Edit mode. Alright. Right here. These edges right here. You want to put them as 1. You got to put them as 1 right there on the mean crease. All you have to do is go to you click on it, go into transform, click 1 on it to keep that edge sharp. And then do it to every section you want sharp. So that way when you go back to the viewpoint of the subdivision, you press 4, which I never press 6 because I don't need it to be that smooth, because 4 is good enough, because you're still going to be doing a lot of sanding with layer lines and everything, even if you put it at 6. I would say 4 is the best for the stuff. So you know, it's like, because if I go 6, when you try to do rendering later on, it takes a little bit longer, and sometimes it'll crash the program. So you gotta be very, very careful, because there are times that the program can crash, depending if your computer can handle it or not. And sometimes when you try to export it, it takes forever, and it could also try to crash it when you try to export it, or when you try to go into sculpt mode. Like I accidentally pressed sculpt mode, so you can see the little icon now. Right now it's turning, so I didn't want to go into sculpt mode. So luckily it did not crash, because my computer is a little bit better than the laptop I used to have. So as you can see, yeah. Okay, thanks for the advice. No problem. And why are you concerned, Gavin? Keep in mind, we want to keep everything light during the live stream. We want to try to keep everything light. But yeah, you know, that's hopefully that helps you, Joker, to see what you can do later on with your stuff, with your models. But like I said, you know, it's like you don't really necessarily have to do a 6. Like this is 4. This is 6 right here. You see all those lines on the thing. I haven't been to Chuck E. Cheese in weeks, and I am low on my weekly Chuck E. dose. I probably won't go back for months. You gotta relax, man. Because remember, things are more important than a hobby or a fandom. You know, it's like, you know, you could probably get your little bit of Chuck E. Cheese dose, you know, watching videos and watching commercials and everything. Come on, there are a lot of vlogs. I've seen people, you know, do videos of restaurants and stuff like that. So you might not be able to be there, but at least you got the next best thing with the internet and everything. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Alright, so this is 6. So if I put 4, as you can see, the visor doesn't even change. It stays the same. I put a 4 there, see? There's not really much of a difference. But you can avoid, you know, you'll see these lines right here. You see these lines right here on number 4, and then 1 and 6, it looks completely smooth. But with print lines, they're always going to be print lines. Always, always, always. But I'm also happy that I'm safe and that's the important thing. That's the important thing. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face with dirty hands. You know, make sure if you never do anything, if you go outside and do something, wash your hands when you get back home. Wash yourself or anything if you came in contact with anybody. You know, VidCon has been canceled for this year. I've never even been to VidCon, because since I've only been doing YouTube for a while, like for a little while, not a while, but a little while. So I don't see myself going to VidCon anytime in the near future till I feel like my channel has gotten up there. You know, it's like, I would love to go maybe just to meet my favorite YouTubers. Like my one of my most favorite YouTubers lives in Florida, by the name of Omar Gosh. So I don't know what his real last name is. I don't know. I'm sure it's not Gosh. But I would love to meet that dude. He's funny. He's real down to earth. He's got a great family. His vlogs are awesome. I don't know. I never thought I'd ever watch vlogs in my life. Like I thought they'd be boring, but they're, you know, people's got some interesting lives, even though you just see them probably shopping for groceries. Willie Walter, can you please react to the video Dragon Lord by... Huh? Can you please react to the video Dragon Lord by Count Dracula? I do not know what that is. Well, we already know why they canceled it because they want to avoid big giant groups of people in case somebody has it and not showing symptoms, and then they pass it over to somebody. It's not to it's just basically to slow down so less and less people have it. They just want to flatten down the curve like they did in China because they went a long time in quarantine. I think their total was about 56 days. So, and I'm gonna tell you this honestly, guys. If we had to do 56 days, that is nothing. Cause imagine people in prison. They don't have they can't leave that place. They can't go out, and they're doing it for years. They're doing it for years. We can if we have to do 56 days of quarantine, we can do 56 days. Oh my God, Suleika, I haven't seen you on here in a long time. Wow, I am shocked. It's been ages. I love the Lucky Charms cereal. I haven't had that cereal in a long time. But yeah, it was like, so you don't do video reactions, I guess. I did one a long time ago. I did a reaction video for when the Resident Evil 2 remake video game trailer came out. So, and I did that. That one actually did get a lot of views. But I think it was mostly because since Resident Evil was so popular at the time, and I released it the minute the trailer went up. So I've done it, but I haven't done a lot of it because mostly my channel has to do with working with props and costumes, 3D printing, foam builds, live streams, answering questions on how people can do a build and how to work on a model. Suleika, but how have you been? And I hope you're doing good. Hope the family's good. I hope the kids are good and everything. Me, I'm doing alright. I'm chilling here at home, doing my thing, working on props as always, and this week I'm going to be working on some foam armors without paint. Going to be working on some foam armors using fabric instead of paint. So that's going to be something, and I was thinking about doing it during live streams, but I think I'll probably just leave it as a video because a live stream would take a long time to actually work it together, and I wouldn't be able to focus on the videos while people talking. Solomon Hopkins, 1991. This is lit. I hope you subscribe, Solomon Hopkins. I hope you subscribe and that you hit the notification bell and you smash the like button. Because I'm going to be planning on going live every day except for Saturday and Sunday. So if you guys have any questions of, what kind of props I should do, what kind of question can you make Mewtwo's armor? Yeah, I can. I think I would be able to model and make Mewtwo's armor. It doesn't seem that hard and that very detailed compared to a lot of other armors, especially like compared to this helmet. This thing's got so many different bevels and curves and indents. Like, let me just take off the paint so you can see. Like, see, there's like details in here that some people have never noticed when they look at the picture, but I had to literally like stick my eye to the freaking monitor just to be able to try to grab as many of the details as I possibly could, because I wanted to grab every single last detail in this, which I still have a little bit left for this. Like, there's a little detail line around here, and there's a detail line right here in this middle scale headpiece. There's like a little detail line similar to the one here in the front. So like I gotta put this a line like this right here on this side. So, and then presto changeo, this all I have to do is thicken the model and this thing will be ready for 3D printing. And I made the visor separate from it, so it's a lot easier. It's like, because if you want to print it and you want to vacuum form the visor, it's better to have the visor separate, because if you don't do it separate, if you want to make a visor of this, because there's no way to do a normal one of this. There's no way to make a normal one and have it look the way it does. So you would have to, make this into a buck, vacuum form it, which I would say is the best way to do it, because I was asked about PETG plastic filament, about if can you sand it smooth enough and be able to look at it. You can sand it and smooth it out, but the bad thing is with the infill that's inside inside the material, you can smooth it out and put like a XTC 3D on it, but the problem is that infill doesn't get covered in that XTC 3D filament, and you won't be able to completely see through it, and you would need a translucent material like gold, and I don't know how that works. I haven't tried it yet. Maybe I'll try it in the future and see what happens. Maybe I'll do a video about it, but I gotta see. It's something to think about. It's food for thought. Did you see a little bit of the Chuck E. Cheese movie or listen to the Galaxy for You and Me from Chucky Con? Me, I'm okay. If you did not, I will stay subscribed. You're great. I saw it, but after like 10 minutes, I got bored. To be honest with you, it was kind of boring to me. I really couldn't get into it, which I had a feeling it was gonna happen because it's not my kind of thing to watch. So it's like, I'm sorry I didn't like it. I'm sorry. So yeah, I know you love it. I know you do everything, and I support you and what you love, and then like I support everybody in whatever they love to do. But for me, it's not my. I couldn't get into it. I really couldn't get into it. So, me so sorry. So what's up? So tell me, come on. Anybody got a question? Anybody can ask me anything you want, anything you're curious about. My phone. I'm waiting for my phone to give me like a notification thing later tonight, because like that curfew thing. So the first segment is pretty boring. I agree. So who is still here right now? I know we just started, and sometimes people have a habit of going in and out of the stream. They don't stay around, or for some odd reason the Streamlabs doesn't tell me everybody that's still there. So I don't know why. So like right now it just says Gavin and Solomon Hopkins are here. Aside from JDF, have you met any Power Ranger actors? I've met JDF, Walter Jones, David Yost, Steve Cardenas, and Johnny Young Bosch. Those are the only ones that have come to Puerto Rico. Those are the only ones that I've met that have been over here in Puerto Rico, because at the conventions I went to before moving here in 2009, they were not at any of the conventions I had gone to. Like, I never saw them at Otakon, never saw them at NB Boston, never saw them at Katsucon, never saw them at Kineticon, never saw them at New York Anime Festival, never saw them at New York City Comic Con. So I was surprised that the first time I saw them, they was while being here. I thought I probably would run into at least one of them. They'd be a guest at one of the conventions while I was still living in the States, but never once. And I only met them. I only met those 5 here. The last one I met, I met him again, was Jason David Frank, because he was here last year. But before him, I think it was David Yost, and before that, a couple months before that, it was Walter Jones. Also, I was able to increase my edges, and now it's working. See, I told you that was gonna work. See, I told you. See, at least I knew the answer. At least I knew the answer. Oh, look at that! One of my other favorite YouTubers is online. I'm not gonna tell you who it is because then you'll probably go see him and abandon me. So yeah, you know, I gotta say this thing came out awesome. I didn't think it was gonna come out looking like it did, because like I said, I'm still new to this. So the process of making this, and the hard part was mostly there is no back image for this model. There's no back image. Like there is a back image of it from when my friend Robert modeled his Legend of the White Dragon helmet, and then there's another one from a guy named Nelly who has the same model. But I didn't use any of theirs. I didn't use any of theirs to make this model. I decided to just use the two reference photos that I have right here that I found online. I was like, I'm not gonna use their models because that would be like half-assing the job. That'd be like half-assing, like trying to find an easy way through it to be able to model it. So no, I was like, I'm just gonna do the two photos right here, and then find the middleman, because as you can see, this side image is kind of tilted, so because you don't see, it's not dead center, like you see it at an angle. So like with my model, it's completely straight on, and the same thing goes for this front image. It's a little bit angled in a way, but I think the back is fine. I like the whole thing with the ears, because the ears are I think I got the thickness pretty good. They're a little, I know my ears look like they're longer than the ones here, but if you notice, this helmet is more tilted to one side, because when you go to the side image, it matches perfectly when I go to the side image. I've met Zordon, JDF, David Yost, Karen Ashley, Steve Cardenas, Walter Jones, Lightspeed Rescue, Pink, and I'll have a chance to meet Johnny Young Bosch as long as convention doesn't get canceled. I looked at your wish list, and I agree about the Wacom Utos wireless graphic drawing tablet with 3 bonus software included. Yeah, but I don't have a normal 9-to-5 job, so I work based on my commissions that I make for props for people, and bills have to come first. Unfortunately, bills have to come first, so I get limited to what I can make for myself and what equipment I can buy for myself. So I have a drawing tablet here at home, and it is the best. It was only $47, so it's cheaper. I will give you the name. Well, actually, I already have one. I already have one. And I got it at a decent price. It wasn't expensive. So this is a Yuji. This is a Yuji, and I only use this when I'm 3D modeling like organic things, like characters, like people and everything. In fact, let me see if I can find the model. Like the first time I attempted to make a man's face, I was following a tutorial. Let me just save this just in case. I was following a tutorial, and let's see if I can find. No, that's not it. That's a Batman. And that's another Batman. Let's see. That's a Bruno. Let's see. Burning Cheetah, Casey White Ranger, Chun-Li shield, Cobra Kai helmet, Dark Buster, Elf Girl Draken, a little head shaped me. Let's see, Kamen Rider. I don't even remember the name of it. There's my Legend of the White Dragon, and there's a second one that I made. There goes Deku's mask. I don't know if you guys can see that. You probably guys can't see it. So let's see. I'm just looking for the head that I modeled some time ago. Okay, wait a minute. My sculpt head. So I ended up sculpting. This is like basically the first time I've ever sculpted anything. I kid you not. This is the first time I ever sculpted, like, or at least sculpted it while watching a small tutorial on it. But my character did not even come close to looking to the character that the guy made. I'm gonna tell you this right now. My character looks nothing like his. So Turcom, let's say, hold on. Turcom 8.5 inches graphic drawing. Capture pen. Yeah, I got my pen right here. This is the pen I use for modeling this character. I'm sorry, as you can see, my character is buff. The only thing, I gotta fix the head. He's got a kind of a bump right here. Got a little bit of a bump right there. You know, it's like, you know, nobody's head is perfect. You know, everybody's got some imperfections. You know, some people got some imperfections. So let's see if I can. No, that's not the pull tool. All right, so you know, it's like. There we go. Now the bump is a little bit more less obvious. Let's just say that less obvious. So, and I was looking at this image, and then all of a sudden I decided I feel like watching a movie. I wanted to watch a movie. So what was I watching? I decided after I finished this model, I'm like looking at a movie and I don't know why I wanted to watch the movie, but I did. And I decided to watch Jumanji. Not the one with Robin Williams, but the one with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And then I looked at my model, and I'm looking at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on the screen. And I'm like, for some odd reason, my character somewhat resembles Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the movie. I'm like, it's like bald head and everything. You know, it's like he's got like the almost the same lips, almost the same type of nose, the brows similar. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Did I unknowingly model did I unknowingly sculpt The Rock's head as the character? I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, he's got the muscular neck, he's got the ears, it just to me, I felt like it looks like The Rock. I don't know. To me, it just looks like The Rock. I don't know. You guys tell me. Is it me, or does it look a little bit like The Rock? You tell me. I don't know. Maybe it's just in my head or something like that, but to me it looks like Dwayne Johnson. So yeah, you know, I was like tempted to make a male head, and this is the first time I ever tried it. You know, it's like it works good. I'm one of those, you could say I'm one of those people that make stuff whenever I can see something, but I can't make it pop out of my own imagination. Like some artists, you know, they paint and, you know, they can get things perfectly by their own imagination and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know, because when I was looking at the tutorial on this monitor, I'm like sculpting, and I'm telling you, the guy's character looks nothing like mine. His looked more like an animated character because it had an elongated chin, it had a bigger nose, it had like. His character had hair too. His character had hair, because I'm still trying to learn how to do hair. I'm still trying to learn how to do hair, and it ain't easy, you know. Because with hair, you can sculpt hair, but you also have to use curves, especially when you're working on a female character. Let me see if I can find the female character that I did. Let me see if I can find that character. So let's see, just gonna save this and gonna go into my files and see if I can All right, this is a female character that I modeled, an anime girl, as you could say. So which I'm not. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, you know, because I've seen people nitpick. I've seen people nitpick at this character, especially when it came to the nose. A lot of people were like nitpicking. So as you can see, she's got like interesting eyes. Like I learned actually how. So I learned how to, you know, use the curves a little bit. So you know she's got some, you know, some little strands here. You know she's got eyelash, she's got eyebrows, and I basically took a sphere and basically, I guess you would say like I carved to give the illusion of hair, you know, being pulled back and everything. Busier curves. That's right. That's right. Busier curves. So, and this is what the character looks like in color. So, you know, I made her a blonde. As you can see, some of the curves in the hair are still a little off right here. You know, it's like, she's got, you know, hair's kind of sticking out a little bit. You know, she's got like, see, that's not supposed to be sticking out. That's supposed to be more like blended in, like this one. But I'll be able to fix that. But yeah, look, I can honestly say this character is not bad for my second attempt at modeling a character. Her eyes are staring into my soul. Change the colors of what? The eyes, or change the colors of the whole thing? Cause see, there's like the busier curves right there that I used. Got a little mix of brown in there now. You want me to change the color of the hair? Okay. Let's see. Now, what color should I pick? What color do you want to see this character as? 'Cause we can pick any color of the rainbow. You can go black. Now she's got black hair. Teal. Teal, 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 teal. Hold on a second. Trying to see what's teal, like a greenish blue. Let's see. There we go. Now she kind of reminds me of Bulma. with his hair color. Alright, kind of reminds me of Bulma. Let's see. And I know Bulma's got like brown, like bluish eyes, so this kind of works for her. Also, I know another character that has the same hair color. That's Botan from Yu Yu Hakusho. Green hair. Let's see here. Yep, Tia. Yeah, I live in Puerto Rico. I wasn't born here, but I live here now. So yeah. And I've been here. I've been living here now since late 2009. I think it was about September 2009 is when I came down to Puerto Rico. So green hair now. Green. So let's see. Green hair. Green eggs and ham. Green eggs and ham. All right. Maybe you change the. I live in Camuy right now. And I know you live in Puerto Rico, but I don't know where in Puerto Rico you lived. I feel bad for Puerto Rico because you guys have no GameStop. We haven't had a GameStop in a while. Oh my god, we haven't had a GameStop in a while. And I can honestly say I do miss GameStop. I don't miss having to sell games to GameStop because, you know, their prices sucked and how much they would pay somebody for a game that I was like, I spent like $50 on it and all you want to do is give me $5. So have you ever thought about modeling a gauntlet? Well, I'm still new to the whole process and to modeling because with a gauntlet I would have to figure out how to do like the working pieces. But I think if I was to use a hand model, I could actually model a gauntlet over the hand. But I don't know if I would be able to, like, one gauntlet I don't think I can model right now would be like the Infinity Gauntlet. That one has a lot of detail and I don't think I could do that one yet. Especially since I've only been modeling for like 3 months now. So I've only been 3D modeling for 3 months, and before that, I couldn't model myself out of a paper bag. My GameStop sucks on getting Lightning Collection. The only time I've ever seen a Lightning Collection figure is at a local Walgreens, and I don't buy them because I can't see myself spending $20 on a figure. You know, it's like you want to buy it, but then you gotta really think about it and see if you want to pull that trigger. So I don't know. It's like you gotta think about it. So Ariete, where part of Puerto Rico are you from? Because I do know you live in Puerto Rico because we've talked a few times on Facebook. So that's how I know about your YouTube channel. James Castle, sup? Hope everything's pretty good. You know, showing off, you know, some of my stuff that I've been working on, and also I'm modeling a rooster right now in Blend. Nice. Is there a reason that you're modeling a rooster? Is it for like a project that you've been working on, or something that you want to 3D model later, or is it something that you want to animate for something? Let's see if I can find something else I have here. Like, I have a few models I've been working on. Let's see here. Okay. I do have a model here that I've been working on. It's for a commission that I have. I still have to print this out, and that is this beautiful model right here. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if you guys ever follow me on Instagram, but this is one of my newest commissions. The last new waves of lightning figures I saw is wave 3, and that was all the back in January, aka my birthday. Hey, my birthday is also in January, the last day. What was the hardest model you've done? The hardest model I've done. The hardest model I have done. Let me see if I even have it here. I think if I look at it, I can tell you. Let's see. Open, since I have all my models here. I know for a fact it had to be one of the Kamen Riders. I know for a fact it was a Kamen Rider helmet, because I did work on some that had a lot more detail than a normal Power Ranger helmet has. So, okay, I think it would be this one. I think this would be the more challenging of all the helmets, because it has parts that connect and everything. So, because as you can see, it has some dowels in here, like antennas. The character originally has only these yellow pieces connected, but then it combines with a different character's powers, which are the blue parts. So to model these pieces together in a way to get it the way it was very, very hard. Luckily, you know, with the whole modeling with Blender, and I know a lot of other programs have it, where you mirror it. So if you work on one side, and if you're lucky enough that you're working on a model that actually has, you know, asymmetrical, that, you know, AB symmetrical, that both sides are the same. So luckily, you know, with that I was able to do this character. So there was another one I have right here that's basically the same version, a similar version to this one. Let me see if I have it here, because let's see us. Okay, I have it right here. So here we have Assault Wolf. So this one right here was a bit of a challenge. Let me see if I can remove lighten up the background, because it's too dark to show you guys. So I'm just gonna lighten it up right here. Not too much, not too much. So okay. This right here was had to do modeling separately, because the left side and the right side are not alike at all. Maybe the base form is, but the rest of it is different, especially when it comes to the ears, because here you have this design right here, but then you have this, and it comes with these dowels or antennas that are coming out. And it also has these little fins. It kind of almost looks like, these are little pieces right here kind of look like the keys that I use for helmets that I 3D model. They resemble so much to the keys. Mirror modifier, that's right, the mirror modifier. She knows a lot. She probably has been doing modeling a lot longer than me. And I'm pretty sure I'm right on that one, since I've only been doing it. Wait a minute. Slifer, you got timed out by Streamlabs? What did you say? Shining Assault. How is that messed up? What is with Streamlabs? That's not even foul language. Oh my god. I have no idea what's wrong with Streamlabs. And the bad thing is, I can't even like remove Streamlabs from being a moderator. I can't even remove it, you know, because it's Streamlabs, it's the program. So, do tienes Discord? No, I've been asked about making one. But I haven't. I don't know about it because I don't know much about the Discord. If you guys can tell me something about Discord, let me know. Because if you think a Discord is something you think I should do, and tell me what's it about, because I don't know much about Discord. I was saying the name of the writer. I know you were saying the name of the writer format. I don't know why they thought maybe the word assault. The Streamlabs was like bad word. Yes, Arya, I do not have a Discord. And she's like, ahora. I know I think I had something like a Discord some time ago. I used it when let's see. Let me see something here. Hold on. Let me just type in the name here. Let's see, Discord. Let me see, 'cause I think I had something similar to it. What's new? Okay, yeah, I had something similar to it when I was on Twitch, when I was streaming games. But I stopped that because nobody was watching me play games. A server for streaming and sharing stuff. Right now, I just finished a raffle. I just finished one, which was for a cast of the King Tyrannosaur and a signed Lord Draken Evolution 2 helmet signed by Jason David Frank. So that raffle actually ended on the 19th, which I announced the winners. I probably will do another one. I just have to see what people think. So let me see if I can copy this here. Hold on. Like how do you send people the Discord? Like how do you do that? How do you invite people? Okay, never mind. I think I just figured it out. Let's see. I think that's it. I think that's should do it. Well, we have to wait and find out to see if I did it right. Because like I said, the last time I used this was when I was using Twitch. And I was like, nobody wanted to... I only had like one viewer when I... There goes the alarm. Curfew is in effect. I think so. I'm not too sure. I've never sent anybody. There we go again. What time is over here? The curfew starts at so Supposedly it's 9 o'clock, 9 to 5 in the morning. Ours in our county, Texas is 10 p.m. Well, over here it's 9. I'm in Minnesota. There's no curfew. Well, I hope people over there are at least doing self-quarantine, at least. You know, I hope people are doing that. You know, stay home. There currently isn't a curfew where I live. Well, I don't mind the curfew. It don't bother me none. I'm actually a homebody. I'm very comfortable at home. So I actually like the idea of the curfew. I actually do. It doesn't really bother me, you know, because I want people to be safe. That's that's important to me. People to be safe. Hey, what's up, Richard? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're keeping safe. Hope you smash the like button. And I'm pretty sure you subscribe because you used to be part of the live streams way back. Ours just went into effect tonight. 2 people in our county tested positive. Okay. Well, you know, it's like they said, not everybody who contracts it, you know, will get severely sick. You know, that's why they say if you do have it, you might have to self-quarantine yourself in your house for 14 days, and then after the symptoms are gone, it's better to be safe to keep yourself quarantined for an additional 15 days, because there's a chance that the stuff is still in your system. So, you know, you gotta don't do it for if you're not gonna do it for yourself, do it for everybody else that's out there. You know, do it for the elderly, because they're the most at harm when it comes to something like that. You know, our grandparents, you know, our elderly, they matter, they're important. You know, we need to take care of their health as well as our own. So, you know, think about that. If you think of nothing else, just think of the fact that, you know, you're doing this for them. You're doing this for, if you don't have any grandparents, do it for grandparents of your friends, their grandparents. You know, people in your family that are elderly, that have like some type of illness or complication. That, you know, they have asthma, they've gone through cancer, stuff like that. You know, you gotta think about that. So this is a small sacrifice to do for the better of many. I can't seem to find the like, to be honest. I think you have to, if you're using a mobile device, you're gonna have to remove the chat for a minute to find the like button, and then put the live chat back up. There's a section where it says live chat, where you can I think hit it, and then it'll scroll down, and then you can go back. You're still thinking about Morphicon? I know things are crazy right now. I have not thought about Morphicon in a while, because I've been keeping myself busy with working on stuff. Like, I just printed this stuff earlier today. Let me just lower the. You know, I just printed this stuff earlier today. If you guys know anything, you know, this is like peppercorn patterns. And this is actually the only, I'm not going to use all the paper, because this is half of a torso for the Phantom Ranger. This is actually half the torso. So this is for the Phantom Ranger. I'm actually going to make a full pattern, cutting this all out, and then, you know, tape it together, and then stencil out the pattern onto the foam rolls that I have over here. So, and there's going to be a video about that, showing you on how to make your own foam armor, and covering it in some some faux leather spandex. So hold on, I gotta fix the lighting. It's too dark. So you guys can see a video of that. Pepakura, yeah, that's how we many of us had started by using pep. We all started using Pepakura. So where was I? So if if I go to Paramorphicon, I might go, but like I said, it all depends financially, and it also depends on if I'm free, because you know if I end up getting like a lot of orders that I gotta work on, since I'm the only one that does everything. You know, I do the printing, I do the sanding, I do the painting, I do the shipping. It's kind of hard to go somewhere, especially if I have so many orders to do, and when you're just one person, things tend to get backed up really fast in a short amount of time if you don't constantly keep going and moving and working. That's how I started. My Pep Green Ranger helmet was a bobblehead. Trust me, my first Power Ranger helmet that I did in Pepakura was also a bobblehead. Way too bigger, because I thought that, you know, the way they did it in the show, it was actually, they did slide it on, but it was way too big. Let's see. Oh, where was I? That I worked with for helmets. Working on the Kamen Rider helmet. If you so, go hit me up. Wait, what Kamen Rider helmet? Yeah, I know that feeling. My wife and I do the same thing. What's up, Oscar? What is up, Catherine? Where have you been? How you doing? How you feeling? How you doing? Good. How you been? Ayuda con qué? With the Discord you're asking? If you want to help me with the Discord, fine by me. I probably need as much help as I possibly can, because I am a noob. I am a newbie. The helmet that's up, is that a... Yeah, this one is actually a Kamen Rider helmet. Hold on, let me just put it back up here. Yeah, this is a model I did some time ago. It was actually one of the first Kamen Rider helmets I modeled when I started actually getting into modeling. I don't know why that color is this. These colors are bleeding this way. They're not supposed to be bleeding this way. But yeah, you know, a nice Kamen Rider helmet. I made this one. I never printed it out though. No. Okay. Calm down. You don't have to shout. I'm okay. Frustrated with my chest piece. I'm sure you are. Trust me. You know, I've wondered how you've been, because I haven't heard from you in a while. Sorry, forgot chats behind my... Wait. Sorry, forget chats behind my wife, and I work on the files by ourselves too. Print, model, paint, dancer. Yeah. It is a full-time job. If I had somebody that lived near me and stuff like that, I would have somebody help me out with working on these things. Because doing it by yourself and not having anyone to, you know, take a portion of the work and help out, you know, like while I'm working on this, they can finish that, or while they're finishing that, I'm finishing this, they can start on that, you know, stuff like that, you know. Luckily, with the whole 3D printing, at least the machine comes in handy, because when it came to Pepakura, working with the paper was the hardest thing ever. You know, the glue, the cutting and the gluing and the sticky fingers. That took so much time, and especially when you're working on little detail lines, like, for example, like these little grooves right here. Do you know how hard these things are to do when you're working on peppercura. Those things are like, "Nyeh." And then when you put resin on it, you lose that detail. Ah, already wants to help me. That's not. Oh, look at somebody wants to help me. And can you at least tell me where in Puerto Rico you are so I know? Because you haven't told me yet. I totally help you out if we were near each other. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Did Kamen Rider Vulcan form helmet, Oscar? Yeah, this is one of Kamen Rider Vulcan's forms. This is his Assault Wolf helmet. And so I like it. It's one of my favorite rider helmets that I've made. Let me see if I can. I want to see if I can find something else. Another helmet that I got here. I know somebody commissioned me for a helmet a couple weeks ago. One of the Bioman helmets, which is like such an easy helmet to model because it doesn't have really any hard details. So one helmet that I have here, and I don't think I ever even finished it. Let's see. Where's this other helmet? I'm looking. Like, this is one of my favorite ones right here. This was actually based off of an art that somebody had commissioned for Art of Tran to make. It's like modeling the in-space helmets. Yeah, pretty much. It's like it's that easy. Yeah, that's why I'm hesitant to use XTC 3D. A few times I did lost the detail. Yeah, the bad thing is that the XTC 3D is a little thick, and if you really want to get it without losing the detail, you really have to like work in little small portions and brush it on little at a time. That's how come people assume that working on the props and sanding is like it's a fast process. It's like once you print it, you know, they don't notice that there's print lines in it. A lot of people don't realize there's print lines, especially when you look at the model from an image like the ones you see right here. There are no, there's no print lines in a model. But you know, it's like, what can you do? Like this right here is supposed to be based off the Karate Kid's Cobra Kai character. So there are supposed to be two different versions. Like there was one that was white and one that's this one, the black. And there's supposed to be a jewel right here in the center. I think it was either in the yellow or right here in the black, but it's a cobra. This one's not thickened yet. I never added the modifier for this one. So as you can see, I only did the subdivision. But yeah, you know, it's like this is one of my favorite ones. It's a very unique character. It's a character you'll never see anywhere in Power Rangers or anything. Jayuya, I think, where is Jayuya? I kind of remember. I gotta. Let's see, where is that place? Wow, you are like in the almost in the center of the island. You're like almost at the center of the island. You're like about, let's see. I'm gonna check how long it takes to get from there, from where I live. You're about an hour and 31 minutes away from me. And honestly, I've never been there once. I haven't been there. And that's only because I don't know anybody, or I don't know anybody who lives in the center of the island. The majority of people that I know live like in the metro area, which I don't see them either because they're all so busy. How is it over there? Is it quiet? Because since you live like near the center, I know it must have been hard for you after Hurricane Maria, because they said there was a lot of work to be done in the center of the island. You know, power wise, trees down, stuff like that. Yeah, the solidify modifier. You know, this one still needs the solidify modifier. You know, but I'm not planning on using it until, you know, I plan on printing it. So for now, it's just gonna, you know, stay the way it is until, you know, I decide to, you know, actually print it. Just, you know, it's like it was Zombieland back then. During that time, like very dark, very quiet. Like nighttime must have been hard. Oscar, you might have to model a Common Rider Vulcan final form helmet. Which one was his final form? I don't even remember. What was his final form? I don't even know if I even saw the final form yet. Just, I have the curiosity of it now. You know. The other thing I worry about sometimes I'm gonna have to fix something because, you know, some things have like extrusions. They're always coming out. So. Oop. This is barely my final form says sell. Are you going to model live? I was asking people if there was like a picture of something, like if they have an idea of something they want to see me start to model, you know, just out of curiosity, you know, because usually I model something during my live streams. Not all the time, because sometimes some of them are just questions and answers, to see what people are interested in to see. How much you gonna say that now that I've added to solidify? And that's a pretty good thickness, because the helmet doesn't have to be like super thick like that. I've seen people like make something like this thick of a helmet. I'm like, oh my god, that's a waste of filament. I gotta send a message here. Oh, nice. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Gonna have to find like a better image of the front and the side of the helmets, like both sides actually, because I know they do not match exactly the left and the right. I just saw the picture. I just saw the picture, Joshua. So I just saw it right now. What do you typically do for thickness? Well, it's the solidify modifier. You know, it's basically, you know, right here. Like if you can see where my hand is, you know, that solidify right here. And then I go by inches when I do it, and I always remove this right here, the the subdivision modifier. Like I'll put it to 0. That way I can thicken it a lot easier. For some reason when I have both on, it'll slow down the thickness. Like try to get it like. And see, they go. Wait, hold on. I just bombed a random person's key when I streamed with PewDiePie, Chuck E. Cheese, Garfield the cat, and childhood cartoon questions. They go to Chuck E. Cheese with their kids a lot. They like Garfield before it became animated, and one of them was subscribed to PewDiePie. Sorry, I meant size. It will find front and side of you. I will find front and side of you. One of them said their favorite childhood cartoon was Sailor Moon. I know a lot of girls that like Sailor Moon. Still. Or inches. Walk me through your workflow. Basically, like what I'm working on right now. Well, if you want to know what I'm working on right now, my workflow right now is I'm working on Batman Sun Green Ranger, Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger. I'm working on Ryu Ranger, Psycho Ranger helmet and armor, Phantom Ranger helmet and armor. I'm working on the Gold Zeo Ranger 3D printed armor, and I'm working on the King Tyranno sword. Let's see, what else do I have here? What else? Have the helmet of oh my god, I forgot the name of the character. What's the name of the character? Oh my god. It's from Mystic Force. Korag. There you go, Korag. Also, and working on the Korag helmet. And I just finished 3D printing the staff of Jafar from Aladdin from the live-action movie. Unequal Paladin PB. Currently working on sanding the Gold Zeo helmet. Let me just say, cutting out the visor was the most stressful thing ever done. I'm not gonna disagree because I know for a fact that is 200% true. You know, I made one long time ago, and it was the first one I ever made. It was the first Gold Zeo Ranger helmet I 3D printed, and to be all honest with you, that thing, cutting it from the 3D print, because the plastic melts when you cut it. It melts. It doesn't go like a resin where it's just going dust. It doesn't melt. And it was so bad. It was like impossible. Like I avoided cutting the actual line because I knew for a fact the line would get messed up and melted and just ugly. So I had to cut above the line, more into the visor, and then do it. So, and this was before there was actually a model sold on Etsy. It's no longer on Etsy because the store closed down. The guy closed down his store a while back. But he actually made one that, you know, the visor was removable, so you can print that separate. Wait, I forgot to ask them about Animaniacs, but I will be back. This is the first. This is the first helmet in general I've ever made. I cut it a little far from the edge, then went back with flush cutters to clean it up. Nice. That was actually a pretty good idea. You know, because if you cut it on the actual line, things probably would have gotten bad in the sense that you might have to re-printed it again. So, like, don't. That's the one thing I hate, and I'm sure a lot of you guys could probably agree when it comes to 3D printing. When you 3D print something, you're working on it, and all of a sudden, you cut something the wrong way, and you gotta print a new one out, and that just sucks when you gotta print a new one out. And I've been there. I've been there. When I first actually started working on props and everything, that was the worst thing. Like, you finish printing something, it's the perfect size and everything, and then the cutting, something goes wrong, and there's no way to fix it, and then you have to print another one, and you just wasted a whole lot of time and a lot of material. And then here come the stress and the drama and the emotions and everything, and you're gonna trying to get all zen on yourself, awusa, stuff like that. But yeah, I love this thing. It looks so awesome. Like, I really would love to print this out one of these days. Not anytime soon, because I don't want to use what materials I have for something that, it's probably just going to sit on my shelf collecting dust later on. So, yeah, like, there was a thing I was working on here. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. It's gotta be here somewhere. Where are you? I'm gonna have to look for it. What do you use to hold it together at the top of it? I use Velcro and straps. I don't actually drill a hinge into it. So I actually use straps like a lot of other prop makers do. They have like keys that go around the inside of the helmet that interlock, and then with some straps and some good contact cement like barge, you glue the straps in, then you secure it with some foam, and then you put the inside with some nice foam. I'm going to be doing with some nice foam, and it holds it pretty well. And then you can either use magnets like the super rare magnets, the earth magnets, the really strong ones, or you can do like on the TV show they use latches, which you can get on eBay or you can get it on Amazon, which is not too hard. You just got to be aware of when you look at them. You got to make sure that you don't get them that are too small or too big, because they're mostly sold like you're going to be using them for like lunch boxes or making trunks and stuff like that. That's what they're mostly meant for, because they don't curve. So you got to make sure you get a good size. That's the only thing I'm unsure of. So that's basically what I do. You got to make sure when you're making these helmets, especially when you're doing 3D prints, try to model some keys, some little helmet keys that go on one side and then the other one on this side, so they kind of interlock together. So that way you can avoid it sliding up and down, because without those keys, they're not really gonna lock together. So you need to actually make keys, because if you look at photos or videos of people, checking out the Anarchy helmets or checking out other helmets, when they open them up, you see those keys on the inside. If you were like wondering what they were, those actually hold the helmet together, the front and the back piece. Yeah, going to do magnets due to the delay on the shipping. Trying to use what I have on hand. Awesome. So I'm trying to see if there's something here. And if you guys are wondering, do I only do helmets? Do I only do helmets? No, I don't only do helmets. One of the other things you know, that I've done, you know, I've even like 3D modeled a Batman cowl, like old school Batman from the New 52, like that. You know, kind of. There's no real detail in the helmet. Oscar Kamen Rider Vulcan Final Form call Rampage Vulcan. Rampage Vulcan. Okay, that's an interesting name. So as you can see, I made this Batman cowl. Hey, what was that? Hold on. Unequal, thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. What is the best way to measure your head so that... Okay. I'm gonna get my ruler. I'm gonna show you what I use. Even though it kind of broke a little bit, let me just tape this sucker up. That way I can show you. Hold on. Alright. I'm gonna show you what I use to when I measure my helmet. When I measure my head for a helmet. Sometimes you need tape to fix things. So, just gonna put it right here. Going to tape it off. Never gonna clean it up. No matter how busy it gets. Never gonna clean it up. Alright, so you want to know what I use for the helmets. Alright, this is what I use. Basically, these are calipers. I printed these things out a long time ago. They're called Cosplay calipers. I think I found the file on Thingiverse. It's a little thing. So be careful, guys, not to snap it, because I had it for a while and I don't know what happened that it snapped on the side. So basically, if you're gonna measure a helmet, you gotta measure your head. So basically, what I do here is that I grab the calipers and I put it to one ear, and then the other one, like how far my ear goes. All right. So from there, then what you're gonna do is, let me just. All right. You're gonna grab a ruler. For me, I work in inches. So basically, what you want to do is that you're going to go from the wide point. All right, and then right there. So my head is almost about 8 inches from side to side. So, and then what you next have to do is that you want from the chin to the top of the head, and then basically the same thing. You know, you're gonna go from there, and you're gonna go there, and it's like about 8.5 inches from my chin to the top of my head. And then you want the other part would be from the tip of your nose to the back of your head. And then basically the same process, and then measure like that. And then you have from the chin to the top of the head, from ear to ear, and then from nose to the back of the head. So that way you have the measurements of your head, but do not make the measurements of your helmet the exact measurement. You want to add at least a half an inch or an inch. That way you have a half an inch here, half an inch here, you know, there and there. That way you have enough room in the helmet for at least to add some padding for some comfort, because you don't want it like this, because then if you try to close it, it is extremely tight and uncomfortable. I need to print a set of, yeah. If you guys ever want to, if you guys are going to be 3D printing helmets and everything, and you want to know how you can measure your helmet, basically this is what I use when I measure my head. These are called Cosplay calipers. I don't downloaded the file about a year ago or so, maybe a little bit longer, on Thingiverse, on thingiverse.com. So if you guys missed what I said earlier, just after the stream is over, just go back to it around this time, and then you can find out what I said. You gotta measure here, ear to ear, ear to ear. Don't push against to the temple. No, you gotta go from ear to ear, ear to ear. See? You're gonna go like that, and then you go from the bottom of your chin to the top of your head, and then from the tip of your nose to the back of your head. And for me, I do it all in inches. I don't do millimeters. You might want to check your Instagram notifications again. Check my Instagram notifications because I didn't get any notifications. I know I got something from Joshua. He sent me pictures of the Common Rider, but I don't see anything else. Why did you send something or post something, Slifer? Cause I don't know. What am I looking for? Okay, you sent me another photo. I know you sent me two, but I only see two here. I know you sent me the first image, and then you sent me the one that's side image, front image, back image, and then the other side image. So I got those two pictures here. I don't know if you sent another one. I tagged you in the comments of a post. You did? Oh, okay. And I didn't get a notification for that. Hold on. Oh, look, the guys from Unworthy like my. They like my post of the Legend of the White Dragon helmet. Look at that. Cool. Loading the picture. Oh, hey. Dang! Oh my, damn, what? That's a cool turtle Megazord. What? My god. Oh my god. That is awesome. I don't know why. The Megazord kind of reminds me of that metal Ninja Turtle they had on the show. On the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show. So yeah, I was like, as you can see, guys, I also made a Batman cowl. But that's not the only one. There's another one here that somebody else modeled, but I ended up deciding to make it as well to see if I could, especially since it had such a lot of those detailed lines. So this is Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis. So he's kind of shiny, And this was not sculpted. This was actually done in a mesh. This was not sculpted at all. So it was all modeled. Going by plane by plane by plane by plane. No sculpting, no forming or anything. It's just, and because I didn't know how to do any sculpting at that time. So well, I like it. It's nice. You know, it's like. It's similar to the guys that modeled the first one based off the image, because I even got the picture here. At least I think I still have the picture here. No, I don't have the picture here because I think I removed the file or I moved it somewhere, so that's why everything here looks purple. So yeah, you know, and would be a nice cowl, like not as a 3D printed version, but more as a version that you can actually mold later on and to rubber latex and, you know, put it on as a hood. You had a question? Hold on, let me see. Given. There are some cool 3D files for a cosplay prop on Etsy, but I don't have a 3D printer. What would you recommend for a cheap but still good 3D printer? I would like something very cheap. Like, how cheap we're talking about? Like, what's your budget? What's your budget exactly? Because if you can tell me your budget, I can tell you what you can find. Because there are some that are cheap, but they're also very small. So if you wanted to print a helmet, you'd have to print it like piece by piece by piece. Like you literally would have to cut it up into several different sections and then weld them together or glue them together depending on what your preference is. Attaching the files and then, you know, reinforce it with some, like how I suggest for people to reinforce your helmets, especially if they're cut into so many different pieces. I would suggest to use not XTC 3D because that's more like for like smoothing out print lines that they use for 3D printed models. I would say using Smoothcast 65D or Smoothcast 320. But if Gavin, if you could tell me the price you're thinking about exactly of what you're working with, I can give you an idea. I want one that doesn't make it to where I have to make a bunch of pieces. Well, the most affordable one that I know of, and it's still up there in price, and it's one of the best ones. Like even I use it. Budget, there's no printer at that price. To be honest with you, there are no 3D printers at a $60 price. There are all like for a really good one, would be $200 and up. But for $60, there are no 3D printers for $60. Like my printer alone, which was considered one of the more affordable ones at the time, cost me about $350. You know, and now there are better ones from the same maker, but now they're bigger. Like it's like what 400 by 400 by 500, and mine's is 300 by 400. So, and that was about 350, and I think that one also goes for like $450, $500 depending on where you get it from. For $60, I don't think you can get yourself a good one. And the one that I have is a DIY printer, like you have to build it yourself. Let me see here. I'm just trying to see, like, if I can find something here and you could take a look at them and see. Because like I said, like for that price, I would say I don't think you could find anything for that price that you're thinking for 60. I've never seen a printer go that cheap. So I'm taking a look on the site right now. Because you could also get these machines on Amazon. So. From what I'm seeing so far, the least expensive one, I think it's about a $250. Yes. And I know that you can also buy the parts separate. You can buy the parts separate, and you can build it yourself if you buy the parts separate. But the problem is it's like you really would need to know how to put it together. That's the problem. If you don't know how to put a 3D printer together, and there are not really that many tutorials on 3D printers, unless it's like a specific printer that you want to build. Let's see here, like I'm still in the parts section, trying to move up the page. Come on. The bad thing, it doesn't give me like a thing like where you could like, you know, give it from price to price. Like I know there are resin printers, but resin printers for like go for like 230, 170. But the problem is you can't do a helmet with those small resin printers. You'd have to work, like I said, piece by piece, section by section. That's the bad thing. Yeah, that's where I got my 3D printer. I actually got mine from banggood.com. Yeah, so you know, if you want a printer, you're gonna have maybe do a tutorial on how to build the 3D printer. Well, most likely, but the thing is this: to do a tutorial in that type of build, you'd actually have to buy all the parts. You know, and at this moment, I'm not looking to build one from scratch. So like for me, I would. Like mine's came in pieces. It was a DIY, but it didn't come in that many pieces. Like the control box was already together, but the frame and the motors were all separate. Like if you bought the pieces online, you can buy the casing for the control box. You can buy the circuitry for the control box, the buttons, the cables, the screws, the motors, the frame, the glass, the heating bed, all that you can buy separate on Amazon or banggood.com. But my recommendation is, you know, it's just best to buy it, you know, like save up and buy it, because even small ones can go very much in price. You know, it's like I've seen them for like all the way up to $3,000 for a printer, and I'm sure $3,000 is a lot of money for anybody in this world. That's a lot of money, and I truly doubt that it's the affordable route. You know, like in all actuality, I would say like mine, it cost me about $350. You can probably get that same one. Which would also be like an ender. So like if I put CR10 on here, they go for like $425, $515, $539, $349 for a 300 by 220 by 300, which is a little smaller than mine. But yeah, for like a lower price than 100, it's not gonna happen. I just found a cubic 3D printer kit, Mega S large plus size, full metal, 3.5 featuring touchscreen, US at auction, and it's currently at a but that's an auction. That's an auction. I would never go by starting at auctions, because the fact of the matter is, the bad thing with auctions is that there are auction pirates. If you guys don't know what an auction pirate is, an auction pirate is a person that gouges out the price to a certain section. Like they are like hunting those auctions. By the time you make a bet, they wait till the last second and grab it. Or at times they have somebody bidding on it just so that another person will bid and bid and bid and bid until the price goes up into where they want it. That's how come I don't bid on Amazon. I don't bid on eBay. I never do auctions. I used to do auctions back in the day, but I don't trust it because You see a price. You see where it starts off at $1. You see it start off at $10, but doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get it at a cheap price, because it's an auction. There's no set price. They will sell it until, and the price will go higher and higher and higher depending on how much time the auction is going for. So, if I sent you a couple photos of the helmet I'm working on via Instagram, could you give me any advice before moving to the final primer coat? Yeah, you can send me some shots and I can give you some advice. I have no problem with it. I love giving my input for people. You know, that's one of the reasons why I started this channel. You know, so I can, you know, help people out, give them advice and stuff like that. What if I want it for a cheap price though? Just because you want it for a cheap price doesn't mean you're gonna get it at a cheap price. Remember, like I said, it's an auction. Just because you put in a bid doesn't guarantee that bid that you make is gonna stay that way, because somebody will always try to outbid you, and then you'll have to continue making another bid. And then, you know, so on and so forth. One person makes a bid, another one person will outbid, and then, you know, it's a back and forth, because there are other people watching that auction and trying to get it, and then, you know, waiting till that last minute and swoop in and make that final bid. There are no such thing as rare 3D printers. No such thing as rare 3D printers. If it says it's rare, it's a lie. And if it says rare also, it's probably something that's old. Well, I'm not gonna say nothing. I got to finish my model, so yeah, I have to go later. Alright. Later, you let me know anything. I'm gonna be streaming here again tomorrow night, streaming every day. And tomorrow I think I'm gonna be modeling something new. You know, if you guys have any suggestions, put it in the comments down below on the video, so that way, you know, I can check out to see what you guys want to see me 3D model during a live stream, because I want to do some of that stuff during live streams also. I meant if I win it for a cheap price. Well, if you win it for a cheap price, you win it for a cheap price. But, you know, like I said, I don't bid on anything. I rather just buy it out the bat, because some auctions are not telling you everything, you know, because they're just looking for money, you know. Paul's Theories, Games, and More. How do you make the models? Well, how do I make the models? Basically, when I'm working with these models, I start with an image. So let me see if, let me just find the one I was recently working on earlier. Alright. So basically with this model, how I start off is basically I get images of the actual thing I want to model. So I'll grab pictures of it, like a good clean front shot and a good side shot. When you're working on an image, what you want to do is you want to start off getting the front image, lining it up into the middle. So, like if you're using Blender, what you want to do is you're going to, for me, this is what I do. You know, I add an empty single arrow, which is right here, and I want it dead center right here. So this will be the center of my image. And then what you want to do is that you're going to add the image. So you're going to go to reference. When you click reference, then you look for the photo that you're going to be working with. You want to start with your front view and then get your side view. And then from there, you're going to add a mesh, which I always start off with a plane. When it comes to these models, as you can see, if you'll see right here, I'm going to show you this right here. You work with one plane and then you mirror it using the mirror modifier. And that's what I basically did with this one right here. this is the plane that I started off with first. So I started off with this plane, I mirrored it, and then I separated it, and then I continued making planes and edges until I got the form and shape that I needed. And basically that's how you have to do it. You're using the image on the reference to make the planes match up to the way you want it. And then, like, for me, I'm going to be removing this part right here later on. These areas will be removed because this thing's going way past it. So that way, when you finish your image, all the planes are gonna, basically match up. Hold on, so I would select this instead. So as you can see, it has a whole lot of planes and everything until it matches the actual design, because you're making a one-dimensional image into a three-dimensional image, which sounds a lot more difficult than it seems. But believe it or not, it's easier when somebody is able to, explain it in a more simplified and not technologically, way. Because some people use say words that you can't really understand. They're telling you this and this and that. Okay, sent over a few images. Was going to go. Alright, let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Okay, it's loading. Okay, let's see. We got the Gold Ranger helmet here. Nice. So far so good. Alright. Alright, so exactly what is it that you would like to know? Because so far it looks good. Looks like you're doing a pretty good job at smoothing and filling out the layer lines. What's the next thing you'd like to know? Because looks like you still need to fill in some of the areas, because it looks like I could still see some print lines. I'm not too sure. And you might want to smooth out around the where the visor goes. You might want to smooth it out a little bit more. That way you don't see any of the print, like the details. Maybe I will stay a bit more. Can you make a Mega Ranger in space and a Time Ranger Time Force? Like, you want me to build one? Because I already have the models for it. Are you asking me, are you talking to me to build one? Like, what exactly do you mean? Can you show me that picture? Hold on. What picture are you talking about? But yeah, I think Unequal. I think you're doing a pretty good job with this. It looks like really nice. It's getting really nice and smooth. Well, he's just working on a print for the of the Gold Ranger helmet from Zeo. He's just working on it. He just wants to know what to do next. So far I can see that you've used primer and you used spot putty. I think you used filler primer. I'm not too sure. I can't really tell from the look of it, because filler primer and primer look the same color. You might want to think about drilling some holes over the mouth area, so that way you can breathe a little bit easier. I don't mind if you want to show. So yeah, it's like he's just working on cover my ugly face. So yeah, he's just working on that right now. But like I said, you might want to drill some holes around there. That way there's that when you're breathing, at least some of the air could escape. So you want me to make a Time Force helmet, like a fully finished Time Force helmet? Okay, yeah, Bondo, Spot Putty. Now I can't really tell in the picture, but how smooth is it? Do you still have some print lines visible? Do you have any line gaps in it? Because like I said, I really can't tell in the picture. There could be, but I am not 100% sure. And when you're like sanding the inside of the like the visor, like that section right there, those little gold lines, I would say get like a toothpick or a finger file, like girls use for like, you know, sanding their nails, filing their nails. I mean, and you know, pass it around there, trying to smooth it out. Put some filler primer there, you know, sand it, get it nice and smooth. Because actually, those finger files actually work pretty well when you're trying to sand little detail areas. Yeah, it feels very smooth to the touch. All right, now what I think you should do, since you have a gray primer, I would say prime it with a white version, and then go over it and see if you find any sections where the paint stays like you could still see gray. So if you start sanding the white, you'll remove all the white, and anything that's still gray means there's a spot or a bevel or a dent right there that needs to be filled and smoothed out. That way you have a perfectly smooth and round shape for the helmet. And also you'll be able to find pinholes, little tiny pinholes that we all really hate that happens with priming or painting, because sometimes there's like air bubbles in the paint and the primer. So, but after you do that, I would say you could paint it black, and I would say use a flat black. If you're going to be spray painting, use a flat black. Don't go glossy right off the bat. Let it dry for about 24 hours is my suggestion, and then tape off the black, and then go with the gold, and then let that dry for a while, and then you can do a nice lacquer clear coat. I would suggest, for me, I've used the Rust-Oleum lacquer gloss paint, clear coat, which works so nice. And you're gonna have to use maybe about 3 to 4 coats to get it that nice glossy shine. But it looks like you're done. But before you paint, you're gonna have to add the keys around the helmet and the magnets, because you do not want to try to attach magnets to this with putty or anything with a finishly painted helmet, because you're gonna mark up the paint and the gloss with your fingers or gloves or whatever it is you're gonna be using, and you're gonna mess up the outer paint and that shine with fingerprints. So I would say keys, magnets, paint, black, gold, then clear gloss. Feels very smooth to touch. I just DM'd you on Facebook. You did? Probably DM'd me on my on my page, not on my profile. Let me see. Oh yeah, on my page. Like, I don't get notifications when I get messages from there. The majority of the time. Let's see. I was on your live stream. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so you can show me some ideas, because now I have the thing brought up right there. So now you'll be able to show me. But yeah, but like I was telling you, I would say add the keys, and then add the magnets. Add some straps to the inside. That way, when you go paint it, the helmet will already be together into like one solid piece. Add all black. Let it dry for at least most 24 hours, depending on your weather. And then make sure to touch it to make sure your fingerprints don't get on it. To make sure that it's nice and dry. And then from there, tape off the black, and then put some gold. after the gold is dry, then completely clear coat the whole helmet. After the clear coat is nice and done and you've let it sit for a while to dry, then you can add the visor. I'm sure if you're going to be doing the visor on the outside or the inside, I do not know. From the way the helmet looks, I'm guessing the visor is going on the inside of the helmet. So I would always leave the visor for last, depending on how you are placing the visor in. So all depends on how you're placing that in there. Oh, nice. Turbo. And that's a nice Turbo Ranger helmet model. I think I have that model. Or one that's like it. Awesome, thanks for the info. Hoping to finish it sometime later this week. Alright, so... Okay, so you want me to build a Turbo Ranger helmet, like a fully built Turbo Ranger helmet? I don't hear anything. Hello. Okay. Well, I probably will build one of those one of these days. But one of the things I was asking is that if there's anything people wanted me to model. Like, I would model this, but I already have the model for it. So, sometimes I don't really like to model something all over again after modeling it the first time. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. But eventually, I might model one of these and you know, do like a simple how to add LEDs to the thing. Cause there is a simple way to do the whole LED light, like very simple way to do it. You know, the only thing I miss about working with stuff like that, similar to this helmet, was the fact when there was a Radio Shack around, I could just go to my local mall, go to the Radio Shack, pick up some pack of LEDs, pick up some wires, pick up some switches and stuff. Now I gotta go on Amazon or something like that, order it, wait for a week or so to get it, and I can't work on it when I want to because I gotta wait. Then the mail comes. If I'm not home, I gotta go pick it up, and you know, so the whole thing is just, you know, sucks. How about Lost Galaxy Yellow? Lost Galaxy Yellow. I don't even remember which one that was. Lost Galaxy. Trying to see, because I have so many Power Ranger helmet files, it's not even funny. Oh yeah, I have that one. Yeah. Destiny helmets. Ooh. Destiny helmets. That's actually interesting. I like that idea. I'm actually Googling Destiny right now. Let's see. I think I see one that I saw once before and I really liked it. Kind of got like this. The one I'm looking at right now is kind of got like this Mortal Kombat Cybot type of vibe going on. I like that one. I like that one a lot. The Exo 1 helmet is pretty cool too. I like that one. That's an interesting one. The Destiny 2's Exo 1 helmet. I think that one's probably like a one I'd like to tackle. I'm gonna type it up in Google, see if I can find like a good reference photo. Exo 1. Ha! Thank you so much. I was able to actually find like a high quality image of it, and it has the top of the helmet, the side, the left, the right, the back, and the straight on front. Woo! I'm gonna save that one. That's a keeper. That's definitely good for a live build. That's definitely a good one. I like that idea. Warlocks have the most fancy ones. Do you have a fax number? No, I do not. I don't even own a fax machine. Why do you ask, New York Gaming? Would you suggest printing the front of a helmet in one piece or slicing it into 3 parts to make it easier? I would say do it in one solid piece. It may take a little bit longer, but it's a lot better in the long run. You know, it takes a long time, but it's a lot better in the long run to do it in one solid go if you're printing that front piece. Let's see. Please us divide what? Divide what? Only Cosplay, you lost me. I don't know what you mean by please us divide. Divide. I don't know what you meant. It's I'm making a ranger store. Nice. So what? You're looking for? You're gonna be selling what? Merchandise and stuff like that. Cause I got mine set up. We could be fax pals. Okay, well, I don't have a fax machine. I never needed one. I get all my messages by email. But you know, I was like, fax pals. You wanna be my fax pal? Wanna be my fax buddy? Molly McButter. The Warlocks do look like they have some very interesting helmets. Wow, I just see one right now. Looks like he's got big horns coming off on the back of his head. Oh, okay. That's cool, man. You're selling helmets to people. That's awesome. I hope business goes well. Vicky Walker, my boyfriend and I have cosplay intimacy nights every Wednesday. Well, we did before this corona. Wow. Cosplay intimacy nights. How nice. Very interesting, Vicky. I can't say nothing. I've been single for a lot of years right now, so it's just be me, myself, and I. For like, I think I've been single now for like since early 2017, late 2016, somewhere around there. Not too sure. I don't forget when my split up with my ex was, but yeah, you know, I've been in it's been a while since I've been in a relationship. So, hey, when this is all over, you guys can have that intimacy, those cosplay intimacy nights all over again. And don't forget, guys, if you're joining us right now on the live stream, don't forget to smash the like button. If you have not subscribed yet either, make sure you hit subscribe. You know, because I'm gonna be going live every night except for Saturday and Sunday. And I'm going to be seeing about, modeling helmets that are suggested to you guys. As long as it's a helmet that I have not made yet and that I do not currently own. Gotta be specific about that one because I know some people will probably suggest me a lot of Power Ranger based helmets, and I have galore of Power Ranger helmets. I'm working on Dino Charge Cyan. Oh, nice! I actually made Power Rangers Cyan helmet a couple of years ago. I think I did it in 2017. I think I did it. I think I did that one or two. Yeah, 2017. I think it was. Nothing is wrong with being single. You're having, I've had no problem, being single. I've had a lot of me time. A lot of time to myself. I've been focusing on my work, focusing on the YouTube, the live streams, the 3D modeling, because from doing what I'm doing right now, it has taken me so far about 3 months to get to where I am now with all this 3D modeling. And last year I honestly could say I couldn't model myself out of a paper bag at all. Basically what I mostly did with my time before modeling, is I was like singing and everything, because I used to actually sing professionally back when I lived in Connecticut. So it's like one of my passions. I still sing because it's like one of my favorite hobbies to do. And, sing a little song here and there, sing in the shower, sing in the kitchen, sing on the porch, sing to the cows that are next to my house. Yeah, guys, I have cows that sit next to my house. I live near a field. Yeah, I have no idea how much fun that is. It's unbelievably a whole lot of fun. Tonight in this light you look like an angel. We will never be strangers again. Love plays hide and seek. Your love makes me weep, but I don't want. I think I upset a cat. I didn't know my singing was that bad. I didn't. Oh my god, I didn't know my singing was that bad. I'll send you the pics of the helmet when I'm done. Awesome. Was my singing that bad that it... I didn't even sing in the cat. Tonight in this light you look like an angel. Oh, we will never be strangers again. Love plays hide and seek. Your love makes me weep, but I don't want this feeling to end. The way we got together is so much better. Oscar, I liked see you model Kamen Rider 01 Metal Cluster. Actually, I do plan on starting that one. Maybe I will work with them because that's one of the models I was suggesting for you guys, that how to take a 3D ripped model that has no detail at all and convert it and add detail, work on it, and make it as a STL file. So I don't know. You guys want to see me take a game rip Kamen Rider helmet model and be able to form it so that way it becomes a 3D printable file? You guys want to see that? You guys want to see that? If you guys want to see that, tell me you want to see that. Smash the like button if you want to see that too. Smash the like button if you like cosplay intimacy nights. No, I'm just kidding with that part. Oscar, the cat is fighting outside of your house. Yeah, It's a stray cat that's around the house. Like won't let me go near it or anything. There are actually a couple stray cats around my house. So around this time, usually they tend to fight over each other because one is a girl and one is a boy. That is one angry cat. I don't know if the cat is angry or is being attacked or bothered by the other cat. So I have no idea what's going on. The cat is insane. Yes. Well, believe it or not, the cat that I don't know if that's the one that I think it is. It's about this small. It's just a little kitten. I tend to feed it here and there whenever I do see it outside, and I give it some food. I don't like to see animals go hungry. I do love animals a lot, so I tend to feed the strays. But yeah, I give it a little tuna fish here, a little tuna fish there, some water. Sometimes we'll come near, but the minute you try to touch or pet it, like it runs away. So yeah, it's like I remember like when I first saw it, it was like this small, but now it's getting a little bit bigger. Hold on, I got a message here. Yeah, so it's like I love animals. I love cats especially. I don't know why. I've always been a cat person, and whenever there are strays that come around my house or anything, and they're the kinds that let you be around it. Like there was one that looks like somebody actually got rid of, or he got lost some way, because he's not mangy in any way. He looks like he was always well fed. And he looks strong, so. And whenever I'm outside, he would come near me. I haven't seen him in a couple weeks, but he would come near me. The minute I put my hand on his back, he would like lay down and go on his back, and basically, he's asking for a little belly rub. He wanted a little his. Hey, come on, who doesn't like a tummy rub? Who does not like a tummy rub? So rub his little belly, give him a little affection. Cats always like to have attention and affection, and so I'm more than happy to give the cat some love. Do you sell the helmets you design on as yeah, I do sell the files, Joker. If somebody's looking to buy one of the files that I've actually made, yeah, I do sell them. I just recently started selling them about 2 weeks ago. Because people were always asking me, and then I just finally decided, yeah, fine, I'll start selling them, because people say they love the design. Some of these are very unique, especially the Savage Rangers that I made. So it's like, it brings in a little income. A little income is always needed. I'm not gonna say it's not. In fact, let me see if I can find one of the ones that I like a lot. Like, I like this one a lot right here. I don't know why I'm in sculpt mode. So I do like my Savage White Ranger helmet that you guys see right here. Savage White, see? Right there. See? And as you can see, even the back is a little bit different. It's not completely round like in the original one. So he's my fave. He's one of my faves. The design is similar, but changed up in a lot of aspects. So I don't know why this thing turned white on me. So it's supposed to be gold here. It's supposed to be gold, but it kind of gives that effect of a more hairy kind of whiskers, that type of thing. So yeah, I hope everybody who's been here so far today has been smashing the like button while we've been streaming. Yeah. So far we got 14 likes. I like that. I like that fact. So like I was asking you guys, do you guys want to see me take that helmet of the metal cluster? Because I do have a game rip version that a friend of mine sent that they want me to work on and convert into a 3D printable file. So let me see. Do I even have that saved in here? Because I was gonna start it, but I hadn't really started it yet. Let me see if I have it here. All right. See, this is a game ripped model. As you can see, it looks like it has detail, and it looks like it's already ready for like 3D printing, but no. Because look at this, see? The face, everything is linked like one on top of the other. See? This is not supposed to be like this, see? And then if I take away all the color, you can see that everything is like not fused. See, these are all separate pieces. This right here is basically like these back pieces. So if I go there, you see, all connects to the centerpiece right there. You see the eyes right here. Let's connect to the bottom. So I would have to take everything that's here, rework it, combine it all together into one solid piece, smooth it out, add some detail, because obviously the helmet needs these detail lines right here to actually be made, so they have to be sculpted in there. And then, you know, add all the details, make sure not to lose anything, you know, smooth it out, thicken it up with solidify, sharpen up the edges that need to be sharpened, smooth out the sections that need to be smoothed out. So it's gonna be a long process because it has a lot of detail here, a lot of stuff sticking out. So have to try to work it in a way, but I think I can manage to do this. So like I said, if you guys want to see me work on this and show you how I'm doing it, how you can make these models into a model that can be 3D printed, you know, just let me know. I do want to see you work on that helmet, Oscar. I know you do, Joshua. I know you do. But how about everybody else? You guys want to see this thing converted and worked on so it can be 3D printed? Huh? Does that? Who wants to see that? Who wants to see that? Hit P in edit mode and separate by. Oh, I already know that. But thank you. Appreciate that. Any tip is a good tip to get. So yeah, but I'm not gonna work on this right now, but this probably will be for tomorrow's live stream. This will most likely be for tomorrow. So yeah, you know, it's like this will be something good, you know, like loosen parts, selections, you know, like. I'm sending you pics of helmets I've made. Okay. Sending me pics of helmets you've made. Alright, just let me know when you send the pictures. That way I can actually look it up. Alright, so like I said, press 1 if you want to see me work on this model on tomorrow's live stream. Let me know. Do you want to see me work on this model on tomorrow's live stream? Do you want to see me work on this very thing? If you want to see me work on this, you gotta. I want to know. I want to know. You gotta click, punch the number 1 if you want to see this. Punch the number 2 if you don't want to see it. Because if you don't want to see it, then I won't do it. I won't do it. I'll leave it for something. I'll do something else. Okay, Joker Enigma says 1. And okay, let's see. I'm gonna go check. Oh, nice. You did some really nice work on the Turbo Ranger helmets. Very nice. Nice. Very clean. Very nice. Wow. I like the gloss. I like the nice gloss from the paint. Nice. And I like the detail lines. Visor looks nice and clean. The black on the top of the Turbo Ranger looks nice and clean. Very, very nice. I give it a 10. Okay, Paul gives me a 1. Josh gives me a 1. Joker gives me a 1. I think Artie is thinking. I don't know if she wants to pick 1 or 2. Probably she wants to see something else built instead. Right, Artie? You probably want to see something else instead. Probably want to see she probably wants to see a Destiny helmet made. That's what she wants to see. She wants to see Destiny come across the screen. And believe it or not, guys, I was even thinking about because since I do play video games on occasion, because I do have a PS4, I was thinking, like, should I even do, like, go on talking about props and everything while gaming at the same time? You know, so that way, you know, we have something to do. You guys have something to watch. You know, besides the gaming, but still do other streams that are involved with the modeling. You know, that way you get one stream of just hanging out and looking at games and stuff like that. See, I knew it. I knew it. She said yes. She wants Destiny. She's like, oh, you know you want to see a Destiny helmet because that's why you made the suggestion of a Destiny helmet. Come on, girl. Come on. Yo sé. Yo te leo. Yo sé. Yo sé que estás pensando. See, all the pretty girls have good ideas. All the pretty girls have good ideas. I'm going to say that right now. She wants to see everything. Ella quiere ver todo. Quiere ver todo. Completo, así, las quiere ver todo. But like I said, guys, if you do end up getting an idea of something you want to see me 3D model, all you have to do, if you can't think about it now, you can always come back to the video later after it's, you know, completely finished, and you can write it in the comments down below that you want to see this helmet modeled, or you want to see this weapon, or this shield, or this, you know, something, you know, that you want to see modeled. You know, all suggestions are welcome. Oscar, I'm doing right now play game while on this live stream. TMI, but do you ever watch cosplay porn, or is it not seen that way for you? I knew Streamlabs was going to remove that one. I already knew Streamlabs was going to do that. The minute I read it, I knew Streamlabs was going to go. But Artie, are you still doing YouTube videos? Are you still up there, or is it not? You're not doing it like you used to. Toby, Kamen Rider Ryuki helmet. Hey, that's okay, Vicky. I guess Streamlabs is very picky. Pause through. Nah. Why not? Why not? I've actually seen a few of your videos that you've done. You know, so they were nice to watch. You know, it's too bad you don't really go do them anymore. I think, but you did one on at least a week ago. You did one a week ago because I'm looking at your thing right now. Like, if you're wondering, yes, I'm looking at your thing at your channel right now. Mariposas and stuff. Hola, estoy viva. Comic-Con Puerto Rico 2018. I was actually there. I was actually at last year's Puerto Rico Comic-Con. I probably ran into you. For all I know, I probably ran into you. I want to see you work on the helmet for Kamen Rider Kiba Emperor form. That's a nice helmet too. That's actually a very nice helmet. Well, your videos were nice. You know, I enjoyed watching them. Yeah, they were interesting videos. You might probably feel like all embarrassed about it, like, oh no, don't watch my videos, don't look at me, don't look at me, no. No, but they were all nice. I like them. Don't be embarrassed if I embarrassed you when I told you I watched them, that I saw your videos. And like I said, I was at Puerto Rico Comic Con last year, so who knows? I probably ran into you a couple times without realizing it. It's like, hey, I know you from YouTube. Do it in space helmet. I can't say you're a weirdo because, like, you could call yourself weird, but I'm nowhere near normal. I am nowhere near normal. Probably one of the reasons why I'm single, because I probably am very weird to some people. You know, it's like I'm a guy cosplaying, always working on props, doing YouTube videos, and I act weird half the time, and nobody's ever said I was normal. I can honestly say that. No one's ever told me I was normal or boring. I've heard people call me weird. A lot. So if you say you're weird, hey, welcome to the family. You're welcome to the team. You know, we're team weird. We're team weird. We'll be weird together. So you're not alone with that. So it's like, hi, my name is Oscar, and I'm a weird man. It's not like I just entered an AA meeting. I'm weird, and I accept it. Thank you. But you know something? The weird people are usually the ones that are the most creative in many ways. So consider that a bonus, you know? Consider that a bonus in your life. You're weird, and that's great. Let's see. All right, so we got doing in space, do Emperor Ryuki, do the metal cluster. We have Destiny helmets. So far we got a lot. We got a few good suggestions right there. So let's see which one I start off with tomorrow. Yeah. And if you guys are wondering what time I'm gonna go live tomorrow, I will planning on going on live at the same time tomorrow, about 7:30. So about 7:30 p.m. I'll be going live. So not earlier, nowhere later. You know, and the stream usually probably be like about 2.5, maybe 3 hours, give or take. You know, depending on what's going on and how the model's turning out. So, but you know, like if you're like, what else do you guys want to know? Like, you ask me your cosplay questions. Ask me like what other type of stuff you want to know. You know, open yourselves up to me. Tell me true. Tell me something new. What is it that you want to talk about now? What do you want to ask? Give me the third degree. Give me the third degree. Interrogate me. I'm waiting for it. I'm talking to you too, Artie. Art eyes. Binakas, art eyes. Art eyes. She has art coming out of her eyes. She's very artistic. She's got the eyes of an artist. My goodness, everybody went quiet. Everybody went quiet. I am very not surprised by that aspect. Look at the show, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cabin hold? Look at the world and you see. Look, she's got everything. She's got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. She's got hooters and what's galore. You want to think about Bob's? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. See, if you thought I was normal, you were way off, Art Eyes, because I am nowhere near normal. I'm as weird can get. And I'm proud of that too. Proud of that. It's not good to be boring. Boring is dull. Boring is boring. Normal is boring. Where's everybody at? Don't tell me that my thing paused. I hope my thing didn't pause. I hope my stream didn't pause. It says excellent connection still, so that's good. Where is everybody at? Where are they at? Where is everybody at? We are zany to the max. There's baloney in my slacks. We're animated, totally insane. Let's see. Are you coming? Are you going to Morphcon? When is it? When is it? I don't know when it is. Animaniacs, don't bother that. Just working. I'm here, Oscar. I've been working on Pepper Curve version of Common Rider 015. Nice. Hey, Art Eyes, how's the rooster coming along? Is it looking cool? Looking realistic? Looking awesome? Oh, nice. Nice Zeo helmets. Pink looks awesome. Red looks fierce. The red Zeo looks fierce, man. Red is looking fierce. How long you been working on that file now? You've been working on it just today, or did you just recently start it like a little while ago? I sent you more helmets. I think I just saw the helmets. You sent Zeo, right? So I just saw those. Like I said, pink is looking good. Red is fierce. Red is looking fierce. Like how much have you done of the file of the model? How like what have you done so far for your rooster? Like what have you done so far?